wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. You are watching Life with Ben, exclusively on PTV.
This is the second installment of my wine advent calendar for the month of December in 2021. As you recall, I got this box of wine, literally, box of wine, at Safeway when I was doing a hunt for the Taste of Christmas earlier in November. I didn't find much at Safeway, but I did find this. And I'm enjoying it so far. Today is Sunday, December 5th, and it is just about 8 o'clock in the evening. An hour ago, Arnie, Doug, and I wrapped up the Hallmark Channel watch party that we hosted this evening for Sister Swap, A Hometown Holiday. It was an adorable film. But now it's time for my evening glass of wine. It's right up here. It says, "Let it snow." Isn't that cute? I would say let it snow, but I mean, I'm here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we haven't had snow here in over 40 years. This is a red tonight. This is Music Festival Red Blend from the Columbia Valley in Washington. Again, I don't have a glass to pour this into, so I'm just gonna go ahead and swig it out of the bottle. I get a reputation as a wino around here. All I need is a brown paper bag around this thing. For a red blend, this isn't that bad. I've had better. And you kind of take a risk when you do a red blend anyway. You never know how it's going to turn out. This one's not that bad. Fortunately, it's just about 6 ounces. In some cases, you can never really pound even just a 6-ounce glass of wine. But of course, I didn't pay $17 for this glass either, so I wouldn't expect it to be stellar. At any rate, it's a nice way to start the week. So far, the calendar has been giving me a red, a white, a red, and a white. This shaked it up a little bit. I looked on the side of the box over here. It tells me that we're going to be having a Petite Shiraz tonight. So let's take a look at what we've got in day 6. Where are you, day 6? Am I not seeing something? I've done 5 already. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Am I missing something? Oh, it's right here in front of me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I only learned how to count when I was a kid. Here's our Petite Shiraz. It is Laoyo? I have no idea how to pronounce this, but it's a California Petite Shiraz. I'm at a point now where I think drinking it right out of the bottle is the best way to go with these things. I'm not the biggest fan of a Syrah or a Petite Syrah, and this just kind of confirms it. It's wine, and it came in a box. What am I complaining about, really? Not the greatest, but again, not the worst. You can at least drink it a little bit, but that is day 6. I think day 7 is going to be a white. Tonight's bottle of wine is a Sauvignon Blanc. I already pulled it out of the Advent calendar. Came out of this hole right here. This is Koi Karma, and I don't know if this is an indicator of what to expect. I'm kind of allergic to fish. The last couple of times I've had fish, I've become violently ill, so I avoid all kinds of seafood just as a precaution. This is a Sauvignon Blanc from California, and it is ready to sample. I chilled it down. This is much nicer than the Petite Syrah I had last night, which this is the first bottle of wine in this advent calendar I haven't finished, so that just tells you how much I thought of this wine. Blech. But the Sauvignon Blanc is a nice makeup for last night's fiasco in my tongue. So far, I think this is the one I have enjoyed the most, surprisingly enough. I would give this 3.5 stars out of 5. But that's my palate. I may not know everything about wine, but I know what I like. Koi Karma. Number 8. Number 8 doesn't want to open. There we go. The 8th day of my advent calendar brings us a red blend from the Columbia Valley, Washington. This is Glitch. Why would I be interested in drinking Glitch? We're gonna find out why. Is it a cheap wine? Is it a good wine? Let's find out. No, let me give it a second try. Ugh. No. This one I'm gonna say a solid no to. I got 2 swigs down of this, and they were barely swigs. This is not good. Whoever came up with this blend, I'm sorry. This red blend should have gone unblended. It doesn't work. And I guess that's the reason why they call it Glitch. This week seems to be flying by, but at the same time, it really isn't. It's been a really tough week at work, and I feel like I really need this bottle of wine tonight. It's the 9th of December, so we're gonna... There we go. This one is a rosé, and the label is Llama Queen. Llama Queen. Who thought this was a good idea? And it's a rosé which, for me, equates the closest to wine punch that you can get. I'm not really looking forward to this, but we're gonna give this a try. Oh. It looked like it gave off an air of dust here when I opened the bottle. That's not promising. Neither is the aroma. It's actually bubbling a little bit. I don't know if that's from me shaking the wine or what, but I'm a little scared of this one. Well, for me, it's about as promising as a rosé gets. I'm just not wild about rosés. White Zinfandels and rosés, I mean, they're fine wines for people who enjoy them, and I don't begrudge anyone for liking a white Zinfandel or a rosé. It's just not for me. And Llama Queen, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling this one. There's a lot I haven't been feeling this week. I hope tomorrow is better. Friday, December 10th, and I'm ready for a glass. I don't know if what this has to offer tonight is gonna do the trick, but let's see what they've got. Day 10. This appears to be from a winery called Atrevido. There's a picture of a bull on their label. And this is a Tempranillo. I don't know that I have ever heard of this type of grape before, a Tempranillo. Tempranillo? I don't know. It smells like a red. Dear Lord, what have I gotten myself into? Oh my, oh, no, no. I may as well just have a swig of red wine vinegar. This is awful. It's Friday night, I should be enjoying myself. At least I got a box of Happy today to get my knife for this. My official Christmas mug from the Orlando guy. I purchased this as soon as Richard let us know about this. You can go to his website and get your own. He's got dated ones that have a green background on them. I got a prototype that I had ordered before he finalized the design. So I guess I've got kind of a collector's item. But go get your Orlando guy mug and maybe you can put some potable wine in it. It's now December 11th and I'm ready to try the next wine in my wine advent calendar. And I gotta say, this week was very disappointing. I've got all the bottles sitting right off here on the side of the table. And of the 6 that I've tried so far this week, I only completed 1. I'm going to dub this the week of swill. Hopefully this next sample that I'm going to be having will kind of redeem that, but I don't have my hopes very high on this. Let's just say there's a very low bar to get over for this week. Of course this one's going to be problematic. There we go. Oh, it's like birthing a cow. It's a white and it should already be chilled, but at this point, I really don't care. Pinaculo, Pinot Gris from the Columbia Valley of Washington. I think they may have had some sort of winery deal with the wineries in Washington with this particular advent calendar that was put together. Smells decent. Maybe I'm hoping I should have refrigerated this before I drank it. Again, it's a white. I'm not wild about whites. It's a little disappointing though. I just don't care about this week. I'm very, very disappointed. This week has been a bust as far as this calendar goes. Hopefully next week will be better. Remember, adventure is out there.